multi-surface. I need my metallics. I'm just getting some paint colors, you guys. I just gotta find them all. I don't know where I put them all. Where's the other one? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Hello, hello. I'm gathering up some paint colors to refill some little paint pots to get ready to paint tonight. And while I was doing that, I figured I'd at least give you something pretty to look at. How are you guys doing? Hi, Jan. How you doing? It's good to see ya. All right, so I'm just filling up my little paint pots that have all the different paints. We're gonna do this neon style rainbow. And what we need to decide is, are we going to do it on a white mug or a black mug? Oh, good. I'm glad you're here, Jan. So this is pretty green. It is Martha Stewart Scallion mixed with another Martha Stewart green that I'll show you in a minute. Mixed with Enchanted Green. So we are going to mix that together a little bit. The scallion alone is very yellow and you don't really see a lot of the green very easily. It's a really nice green, but it definitely, especially if you have it next to yellow, there's not too much of a difference. So I wanted to add some darker green to just make it stand out a little bit more. And that seems to be working well on the stuff that I've done so far. So we will add a bit of that and do some stirring. Hopefully I won't shake the table too badly. So I finished a couple projects today. I finished all 3 of these ornaments that I'll show you in a minute. So that felt really, really good. I was able to buy more mugs today, which really was exciting. And I'm starting to plan the rest of the week. So I'm, as per usual, going to be late with getting the live schedule for this week up. It will be coming later this evening after I do this live. I'm going to do some of that admin stuff and kind of plan the week. Get some photography in so that I can actually get these guys listed on the website. I've got a couple other ornaments to do. And then hopefully just a bunch of mugs. I've got to get the Canadian Traveling Dot Mandala going. So that will be getting started in the next couple of days. That's something that we're doing through Christina Lee's Facebook group. So if you want to see more about that, we will be posting the updates there. Isn't that green so pretty? I was lucky enough to get a little spoiled with a gift of some Martha Stewart paints. And they sent me that scallion green and this mint green that's just to die for. I'm waiting for the right idea to come to mind to use that mint green. I want to do some research on some color schemes with mint green to make sure I do it justice. All right, I'm going to keep going here. So we got the blue done. There's the purple. Where's the teal? Where's my teal metallic? I'll have to go looking for that. All right, bear with me here. I get anxious, but I also get really excited when my bottles start to run low with paint because it means I get to go paint shopping soon. So I'm going to have to do that soon here because I am running out of the blue and the purple metallic. And this particular rainbow color scheme has turned into one of my most favorite things in the entire world. So I'm hoping to really do a lot of stuff with this color scheme. Aw, Jenny, thank you so much, love. That's so nice. I appreciate the gift. Yeah, we are doing some ornaments, but this is just what I finished in the last couple of days. I wanted to also show you what we're gonna be working on, but I gotta find my teal metallic paint. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in the box somewhere. There it is. Yep, the teal and the purple and the blue are running super low, so I'm gonna have to go shopping. Arthur Pencil Dragon. Hi, Paula. How you doing? All right. Let's add this teal. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and get more of these colors real soon. Real soon. Try to keep your paint pots full when you're painting with multi-surface paints. These paints are going to cure to any smooth surface, which includes the inside of your paint containers if they are exposed to too much air. So make sure that if you're using these little paint pots with multi-surface paints, keep them nice and full. And they start to dry out and thicken pretty quickly too, so adding some paint from the bottle and mixing it up is going to extend that life of that paint a bit. That's of course if you can't just put the paints right back into the bottles after you're done using them, right? If you're going to have a prolonged amount of time between painting with a particular color before you use it again, I would definitely recommend putting the color back into the bottle if you can. Oh, thank you so much, H. Quinn. That's so kind. All right, so let's talk about the project for tonight and the choices of the project for tonight that we're going to get started on. We're not going to get it finished. But before we do that, I'll show you the finished product on these ornaments with the swoops on the bottom. I love that the paint is actually absorbing the color of the ornament and going pink because it was a white. I'm sure that that says something about quality, but I think it's kind of cool. So as it dries, it's getting pinker and pinker. I love that one. So I'm going to move it out of the way. Move my paints out of the way. And then I was so proud of myself for finishing so many projects today. I will be selling them, H. Quinn. I don't have them on my website yet. But that will be happening later this week. So stay tuned for that one because all three of these will be going up. And this one I did with my new favorite blues. And you can see me in the background. Hi. Hello. Which just adds to the piece to see my face in there too. Yes, the coveted Martha Stewart pearl. And I got so spoiled with some gifts of these paints. I am so excited to use them. All right, and then I finished this bad boy. I love this one so much. It makes me so happy. This is the last black ornament that I have too. So when I do this color scheme again, I've got some black that are filled with gold glitter that I can use this on. But I'm feeling like it's not going to be as exciting a color combo on other colors, but it might be. Like I've got some ornaments that are this color of blue. If I take that blue out of this color rotation and just use the background for that blue, then this color combo might look pretty good on that. I could probably do that with any of these colors, really. Interesting. Well, there's ideas happening right there. If you're new to my lives, please know that I get distracted easily and get off on a tangent where I'm not looking at my phone to see the comments, especially when I'm painting, but a lot of times when I'm talking too. So if I don't answer your comment right away, please know that I'll come back and scroll back to catch everything. Thank you, Kelgard. How you doing? Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, choice is yours. Isn't the pink one pretty? I'm really happy with it. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, you guys. All right, so I used these rainbow colors on a black mug. It sold before I could get it listed, and I was so slow and didn't even take any pictures of it. But I'm thinking of option one for tonight is to use these colors to do a wraparound design on the white, or to use those colors and create something like this, but with these colors and trying something different on the mug. Normally when I've done mugs that just have a mandala on them, they've been round right here. I'd like to start one completely across from the handle and have it go out to the side so that when you're holding it from either side, you've got like these round bits of a mandala over here. I think as I'm talking, I already know what I hope the vote's going to be, but what do you think? White or black? Hi, Kobe. Black, Liberstar. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Have you tried flash metallic paints? No, I haven't yet. I'll have to have a look at those. Thank you. You're so talented. I don't care what you say. Oh, that's so kind of you, Robin. Thank you. That's really sweet. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Thrive Therapy. Oh, yes. Black, 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 black. Yes, yes. Oh, there's a reason you're my people. I love it. Okay, so now I have to get my brain organized, so bear with me. All right. Paper towel. First thing we are going to do is put the paints in order. So I'm going to move this over here. Hello. Hi, 4100. How you doing, love? Oh, it's so good to see you guys. I totally will, PDI. Thank you. It's so good to see you guys. This is so fun. Okay. I love going live. All right. So the color order is pink, orange, yellow, teal, no, green, bonehead, teal, blue, purple. Okay. Now we are going to give a quick spray. I'm so excited to do this. So glad you guys wanted to see black too. Yay! I'm so excited. All right. Isopropyl alcohol spray just to get any oils and dusts and everything off of the surface. And let's see. So my first color is going to be the pink. So I'm going to open it, make sure I've got it open. And I am going to, okay, so right here, now I have to figure out where my center dot should go. I think it needs to be big, or at least a really good size. Okay, so I apologize. I'm not going to see comments for a few minutes while I get this set up. That looks about halfway. So let's go with it. All right, gonna add some more paint. If you ever get that kind of puckering, it just wasn't enough paint. So grab some more paint and just add it on there. And then what you can do in your center dot, if you want to, this is totally optional, of course, as is everything, is just kind of spread that paint around a little bit. It'll keep it from peaking quite so much. Well, you might get a couple bubbles though. So if you do, I like to use something wood. They tend to pop the bubbles really easily. Now this is fairly watery paint too, so I want to watch it and let it dry a little bit as I spin it around. Oh, thanks, H. Quinn. Hi, Molly. We're starting a new mug, Molly, with the rainbow neon. And look at the ornament I did. Isn't it pretty? Oh my God. I'm so excited. So excited about it. I'm so in love with this color combo. I am starting to wonder if I'm ever going to paint with anything else. I just love it so much. Hi, Audio Deb. Thanks, Molly. How you doing, love? How you doing? You keeping yourself as stressless as possible? Taking some breaths? I know you've got a lot on your plate. I hope you're taking care of you. All right. This is literally sitting and watching paint dry. So for those of you who are sticking around to watch this, I appreciate you. I'm actually going to put that down for a second. The paint's going to move quite a bit, but I'm going to open this. So that I can start doing the first circle around the center. I just need to find the right tool. There it is. Atta girl, that's all you can do. All right, now this glaring light is going to be really irritating. I'm going to warn you well in advance on that one. So I'm going to do kind of a similar design to that mug. So I'm going to do a lot of really tiny orange dots going around the center. So I dot at north, south, east, and west. Okay, cleaning off my tool very regularly, and now I'm going to go in and just start dividing those spaces in half. That's about halfway. That one's a little small. This is usually when I get really impatient and I wipe my tool off on my hand instead of on my cloth. So now as I'm going around filling these in, I'm starting to look at the space that's left after I divide it and think, am I going to fit, how many more of these dots am I going to fit in there? I don't want to jam them in there too tight. I don't want them to kind of go into each other. So I think I'm just going to do 2. I wish I could tell you some magic trick on how to get your spacing in here. It's really difficult if you don't just see it. So it's just going to take some practice. Hello, everybody. Hey, Sharon. All right. Again, I apologize for the glare. The space is a little bit bigger. This is where you see the errors in your spacing from doing the north, south, east, west. Oops, that one's big. Gotta make that one bigger then. There we go, that's better. Oh, that one's a lot bigger than the others. I'll go and fix that. It's a little bit better. If you find you're getting a lot of inconsistencies in the size of your dots, make sure you're cleaning off your tool. As paint builds up on the tool, it's going to change the shape and size of your dots that you're laying down. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning off your tool before the paint can dry on there. All right, here's our first row. I still don't trust that center dot not to drip down the side, so I'm just going to hold this for a minute and let me check on the comments. Sorry, I've been really bad at following up on the comments here. I'm so sorry. Just taking a drink. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing for a quick second. How do you clean the tool? Yeah, I have a damp cloth next to me, and so I just wipe the tool on the damp cloth. Make sure you're giving your paints a really good stir before you get started as well, especially if they've been sitting overnight or anything. That's another place where I get really lazy and then wonder why my dots aren't turning out right. I know, it turned out good, didn't it, Molly? It's so satisfying to look at. Oh, thank you, Audio Deb. But yes, I mess up all the time. All the time. I create garbage and I mess up. This ornament, I have no idea what angel was on my shoulder, because I dropped this one twice yesterday, once during the live, and then later on last night I was working on the swoops. I just got all of the swoops done. I dropped it like this and it rolled, and somehow only 2 swoops got damaged. So what I did was I went in with a wooden skewer and I scraped off the smudged paint, and then I was able to come back in and redo the swoops. But just heart attack after heart attack. Yeah, so if you're a dropper, I'm a dropper. Get ready to have a bunch of little mini heart attacks. I bought all the stuff to try this crap, but haven't done it. I feel scared. Oh, I'm glad that explaining is helping you, Jen. Just have fun with it. That's the thing. Have fun with it. If you don't have fun with it, you're not going to want to practice. And if you don't want to practice, your skill isn't going to develop and you're not going to improve, right? And you're not going to learn more about what you want to do and what you like and what stuff is the stuff that you enjoy creating. You really have to follow the enjoyment in this. When you're enjoying yourself the most, you will make a ton of mistakes and go, that's okay, that didn't work, I'm going to try this time. And it gets exciting, right? So just have fun with it. H. Quinn, no, this needs to be multi-surface acrylic paints or enamel paints. Regular acrylic paints will not cure to this surface. Multi-surface acrylic paints will cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking, and but they're not food safe and they're not microwave safe. Or you can air dry them for 21 days. I know, it's so satisfying, isn't it, Molly? No, I don't have a pattern. I usually just create it as I go. It's actually one of the things that I'm actually going to start doing, though, is creating patterns. So as I design on the fly, I'm going to capture the tools and the sizes and actually start creating some patterns to follow along. I figure it's kind of the best of both worlds. For people who want to follow a pattern and a kind of a tutorial, then that'll be a really good resource. And for me, I get to just kind of go off the cuff and have fun with it. I think that's going to be really cool. This is a taller mug. I was so excited when I saw this. So the other mug was this tall. So this is a much taller mug. And that's why I thought this kind of design would go really well, because there's just more real estate I can play with to expand the design. Lindsay, it's so funny you say that, because if you asked any of my friends if they thought I was a patient person, they certainly would not agree with that statement. It's because I enjoy it, right? Because I enjoy it, hours can slip away and the patience just kind of creates itself. It's really about the joy. You're welcome, H. Quinn. I'm glad TikTok is introducing to more mandala content creators. I'm so glad, Jen. No, I don't do custom orders at this time. All right, let's get started with the next one. I'm going to go up a size in my tool. And do a second row. So I'm going to go in every other space. The reason I do that is to help me with spacing. So if there are spacing issues from the row before, when I'm placing this dot, I'm only looking at those 2 orange dots from the row before to try and get it right in the middle in that nice little pocket that's there, right? But when I am placing a dot in between here, I'm looking more at, is it halfway between those 2 yellow dots? So if there were any spacing issues in the row before, this is how I would correct it. So that's why I go every other space. Excuse me. And it's definitely a slow process, but I find it very meditative. I find it relaxing. Quiets my brain, which I know you would never know since I talk the whole time I'm on here, but it's really quite peaceful. My absolute favorite times is just to turn on some music and just sit and paint for a couple hours. Pure joy right there. If you've left a comment that I haven't answered yet, please know I will come back to it. I can't see my comments while I'm painting. So I will come back and scroll back and catch up on what I've missed. So just bear with me. I just don't want anybody to think that I'm ignoring them. Shocker that I'm listening to Jason Mraz in the background. For a long time, I stopped listening to music in the background, and it just wasn't as fun. So just know, 99 times out of 100, when you're here, you'll hear some Jason Mraz in the background. It's pretty much all I listen to. All right, let me scroll back and catch up. Thank you, Bobalbo. It does seem relaxing. I have everything to do it. Just decide to sit down and play sometime, Lindsay. Just play. Just play and have fun and not need anything to come with it. Just do it because it would be fun to try it and see what happens. I always have trouble filling up my live streams with words because I'm so silent when I'm painting. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to talk and paint at the same time. And I didn't think that I would want to be brutally honest, it's definitely strange. And sometimes it gets really tough. Sometimes are much harder than others. Oh, I'm so glad, H. Quinn. That's so good. Yeah, do it. Do it. Hey, Crystal. The blue ornament. Sure. So the silver and blue? This one? And hello. Hi. Yes, it totally would work on the bulbs for sure. I mean, if you want them to last for a long time, but yeah, just to practice and play on them, absolutely. Grab some from a dollar store and grab some acrylic paints and just have at it. I would definitely recommend if you're going to do that, go for maybe the matte finish if you can, just because it's got a little bit more grip because it's not quite so glossy. That might help a little bit. Oh, you're welcome, Balance. All right, so we're going to now go up a size in the tool. Yeah, we're going to go up to a size 4. So we went 1, 2, now we're going up to a 4. And we are going to do every other space. Sometimes I'll go and do like the every 4 and so that I can do the same kind of duplication from the row before, but most of the time I'm too lazy to do that. It's usually on the first and second rows. I find that spacing issues tend to work themselves out pretty quickly if you can correct them quickly enough. If you can recognize the offness a little bit. This pink in the middle too, it dries to such a wicked color. It's definitely my favorite. You know, I always talk about what a huge fan I am of the Martha Stewart paints. And I always will be. I will always take Martha Stewart paints any day for the multi-surface. Any day, all day, every day. But Craftsmart's been really, really easy and fun to work with and has some awesome colors. Yeah, totally do it, H. Quinn, for sure. 1, 2, and 4. Yes, you got it, Crystal. And now we're going for the micro dotter, and we're going to do a row of walking dots. Are we? I'm thinking. I've got an idea. I think it's just too soon. Okay, so we're going to do some walking dots first. We'll come back to that idea. Okay, sorry, you guys. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. I still can't see the comments right now, but I will come back and catch up in a minute. So yes, row around the center dot, and the center dot was a size, a size 20 of the DIY Mandala Stones tools. This stupid light. I gotta get some new lighting in here. Get some wall sconces. Some lighting off to the side. It's so hard when you're painting something so shiny. Okay, once I get these done, I will catch up on the comments here, see what I've missed. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Jenna. Yes, I use the multi-surface Craftsmart. So this pink in the middle, like look at that pink, Jenna. You would just, and the teals and the blues. Yeah. That's what I'm using a lot of now, that and Martha Stewart. All right. Let's even zoom in. Let's see if that helps with the glare at all. So I'm going to do all of this side so that I don't really have to change my hand positioning. I want this to be really, really tiny and delicate, so I want to do everything I can to have the muscle memory help me. So if I was doing both sides, I'd be switching this position every single time, like this, right? So if I can kind of create some of the same motion back and forth from the paint pot. Is that a little too close? Maybe, eh? So if you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the comments, but I will take breaks and come and catch up. I just don't want anybody to think that I'm ignoring them. It just might take me a little bit of time. to get back to them while I'm completing a row here while I'm painting. These are the little small amounts of paint I usually clean off on my hand instead of on a cloth. That was a little bit wonky. Sorry, I'm getting focused here. Once I'm done this next one, I will pause for a second and catch up on comments here. All right, because then we're going to go around and do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. I wonder if that's why I still have issues. I've found that the DecoArt, after a while, it gets really weird in the bottle. Like it gets half liquidy and half thick, and then it doesn't mix together properly. So I just found it difficult to work with. But maybe the DecoArt just isn't what we would want it to be. I wish I had some more experience with that. You don't have that tool. Can you use a 1 or a 2? Yes, or a straight, whatever your straight nail dotting stylus, if you have something like that, or a super sharp toothpick. Ah, thanks, Sharon. All right. So the next color in this rotation is going to be the blue. So I'm going to do something out of order in the colors as well to fill in a little bit of space. Maybe? Am I? I'm thinking about doing a little tiny pink dot right here. I think I'm going to do it. Yes, let's do it. Why not? Well, I had a couple dots run together. This turquoise is a little thicker. So I've got to be careful because it gets a little stringy. When you get stringy, you get connected dots. And when they're this tiny, connected dots can just become a line. All right, so let me pause this here. I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to catch up on comments. Yeah, give it a shot. Let me know how you make out, Jenna. Let me know if it's that kind of a difference. Yeah, the folk arts are good too. That's okay. It's not supposed to look the same. How can you work with it, Crystal? How can you work with it? How can you keep going with it and keep following the pattern and adding your own little bits, right? H Queen, it is 7:36 for me. All right, so I'm going to do this little tiny pink dot right in here. No, it needs to be a bit bigger than that. Just a teeny tiny one. I think that looks cool. Ooh, she's so tiny. I kind of love it though. All right, so next color is royal blue. And I am going to copy a previous mug pattern on some of this. So this is going to be a very Art of Points inspired style. If you are unfamiliar with Art of Points, go check them out. They are exquisite. Did I really only have the 7 colors? Yeah, I did, didn't I? All right, so now we go to blue. The folk art are very, no, the folk art are really stiff. Very stiff. Unfortunately, there's no getting away from that. All right, so I'm going to go with a size 3. I'm going to go for a size 3 in the blue right here. Oops, trying to get this at an angle so you guys can see. Oh, cool. It's going to work out that our next center dot is also going to be pink. All right, let's keep going. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mix up the order. I'm going to do these next 2 dots pink. Nope, I lied. I'm going to do them teal. We're going to add in a little bit more teal here. Okay. Paint it all black and start over. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Where's my tool? Size 1, going in with the teal. Oh, thank you, M1222. Holy cow, there's a whole bunch of people here. Hi, 137 people. I hope you're doing good. We're slowly making progress here. Slowly. It's slow. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna do 2 dots on top. Now, when I turn the mug to do these 2 dots, I'm imagining a straight line through these. And I'm imagining that I am putting these dots on either side of that line up through the middle. If you're new to my lives, while I'm painting, I can't see the comments, so please know that if you leave a comment or ask a question, I will see it. I will pause as I go. I just can't see my phone while I'm painting. So I will pause as I go to come back and catch up on comments and questions. I do have a few friends here as well that may answer your questions before I get to them, and that's good. And thank you to those friends that do that. I appreciate you. But I will always stop and go and scroll back as far as I can to catch up on as many comments as I can. So it might just take me a couple of minutes to get to your comments. So know that I'm not ignoring you. This glare is killing me though. Is it irritating you guys as much as it irritates me? I guess when it's like this, it's not bad. Okay, so there we go. Let me scroll back. I think there are a few lurkers. They need to say hello. I know. Crystal. I can't tell you I'm not gonna swoop. I'm sorry. But not yet. But there will be swooping. There will be. I'm sorry. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Welcome, Crystal Sister. Yes, if you don't want to do the swoops. Exactly what Sharon said. I get so excited when you're here, Jen. It's so good to hang out with ya. Ah, your Crystal Sister. Hello, Consuela. Is your name actually Consuela, or can I just call you that because it's your username? Just let me know. Do you have an end goal in mind when you start a project, or you just see where you end up? It's about... I often have ideas of where it's going to end up, and it hardly ever ends up where I think it's going to. So even though I do start out with an idea, it usually goes in a very, very different direction. I hope that answers your question. Oh, thank you so much, Jamie Marie. Hello, Off the Hook. Lurker over. Hello, Chameleonaire. How you doing? It's good to see ya. That's all right. It's good to hear. You're good to have you here. Oh, that's so kind, Consuela. Thank you so much. And I get to be friends with your sister. All right, so now I'm going to go to a size... I'm going to go to a size 7. And now I'm in my purple. Yeah, we're going to keep going. I just had an idea that I might try on another one like this. I might start alternating colors. Like, imagine if the green row was alternated green and teal, and then the blue row was alternated blue and purple. I wonder if that would get too busy, or if I'm just, maybe I'm just too hopped up on sugar. I'm not really sure. But in this, I was thinking, like, should I alternate between purple center dots and pink center dots? The idea is intriguing to me. If you're new to my lives, just know that I will pause and come back and catch up on comments. I just don't want you to think I'm ignoring you if you leave a comment or ask a question. So I'll have to try that on another one. Alternating the colors of these dots. That could be interesting. It could be very, very interesting. Could be a little trippy. I don't know. But that might have to happen on another one. I got 2 of these tall mugs, and thank goodness Dollar Tree had tons of them. So I'm hoping they have them for quite a while, because I think I'm going to enjoy doing this kind of design. I feel like I have so much space to work with that I can really have a lot of fun with it. All right, so we're going to go. Now it's time for swoops, Crystal. I'm sorry, but it's happening. It's happening, my dear. All right, let me catch up on comments first. Let me scroll back. Just a lurker from Denmark, enjoying your work. Hello, it's so good to see you. Zivarina, I hope I say that right. Is there a trick to find your center? No, I honestly eyeball it. You could get one of those, you could get a fabric tape measure and mark the center that way to find it when it's up and down. And then, so I eyeballed it across from here. Just put my thumb where I thought was lined up over there, and then I eyeballed it from top to bottom. I saw you live last week. Hello, Monarch. Made 3 mugs and 2 ornaments. That's amazing. Yay. Hi, Handmade Diamond Joe. Sodacity tumblers. I am using multi-surface acrylic paints. So not just regular craft acrylics. Yeah, it's so fun. If you're brave, sure. Oh, Abby, thank you so much. That's so kind. Do the daughter tools have special names? So if you were going to be ordering these nail dotting stylus tools, these are the ones that have the different size metal balls on the end that we use for the walking dots and for pulling swoops. I'm just going to flip this over in case my paint's still a little runny. And then the other tools that I use look like pencils, and they all have different size ends. There's all kinds of different sets of tools that you can go. These ones are from DIY Mandala Stones. But even if you went on Amazon and looked at dot mandala tools, you'd find them there. Dot Art Depot. I'm actually affiliated with Dot Art Depot. If you use the code JAIME 10, the number 10, you get 10% off. I do get a cut of that, but she has some awesome tools that are acrylic rods, especially great for beginners. She's got a lot of molds, a lot of stencils, really beautiful stencils too. So there's lots of great resources out there for them. I hope that helps. Yeah, this is from Dollar Tree. Oh, I'm so glad, Free Spirit. Yay! No, so what I do is they're fairly thick, so they start to dry fairly quickly. So I will just kind of watch them, and if I see the paint starting to move and slide too much, then I'll just flip it over. So sometimes in the waterier paints, I do have to spend a lot of time back and forth flipping it over. Thank you so much, Avi, and that was such a kind gift. Thank you. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Oh, I'm so glad to see you. How have you been? Artist and trainer. No, I don't seal it. Multi-surface acrylic paints will cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. You can bake them or you can leave them to air cure for 21 days. So either of those options work, and then they'll be top shelf dishwasher safe, so you don't need to seal them. Oh, that's awesome, Kels. Yay. You're welcome, Marie. The website is dotartdepot.com. Stencils, molds for making stones. She's got the cutest heartstone molds. I'm going to be getting a couple of those. She's got tea light candle holder stones. If you're really looking for molds for making stuff, Devon Dotting is where you want to go. But for tools and stencils and all of that sort of stuff, Dot Art Depot is amazing. That's who I learned from. Unemployed has not helped, but getting back at it. Good for you. Hi, Josie. You managed to finish 2 mugs. Fantastic. That's amazing. The Sharpies didn't cure well. Yeah, I don't know how they would. You'd have to seal them at some point then, I think. Maybe. I don't know what you would even use. All right, so let's not delay it any longer here. I am going to start some swoops. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a dot here. I'm going to do my peak dots like I would if I was doing some more walking dots. And then we are going to do some swoops. I've thought too about doing these peak dots of these swoopy petals, doing them with opposite colors of the colors the swoops are going to be. I really got to play with this. I got to play with this a lot. Get them just super psychedelic and fluorescent and twisty. It'd be fun. Gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to go get more of these mugs too. I didn't think I was gonna like these as much. I was at Dollar Tree the other day and they had a whole bunch of them, but I was looking for the short ones that are the straight up and down. So it was kind of like mine. These aren't the ones I want, so I'm not getting any. And I didn't. So when I saw them today, I'm like, okay, suck it up, get a couple, see if you might like them, because they've got a ton. And when they have a lot, that's something you want to stick with if there's a chance there's going to be some reliable inventory to purchase from somewhere. Always feels good. Soups are difficult to do on wood ornaments. Totally. So the big thing to do with wood is sand the ever-living daylights out of it. Make it smooth like suede. Then swoops will not be a problem. Yeah, they're cool. They had white and the black. I didn't see any other colors. All right, so now I'm going to do a swoop. Starting here. Oh, didn't have anywhere near enough paint on there. And I'm going to have them come down to there. I'm going to get quiet here for a couple of minutes, guys, while I do these. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk and do these at the same time. Not enough paint. Trying to hold this so that you can see, but it's not going so well. Really got to do something about that lighting. Here we go. Oh, way too much paint on there. Ooh, dodged a bullet there. Please do the space to where you are. It's beating of broken hearts, a sensation in everybody's pants, which is why when there is music, life becomes a dance. I take the music everywhere I go. Probably just turn the music up so you don't have to listen to me sing it. All right, one more second and I am going to come back to the comments and catch up. Oh, that looks cool. Ooh, I love this pink. Mine look like broken arms. Oh no. Slow, slow, slow. I know, it was so quiet. They have gray ones at Dollar Tree too. Oh, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, they didn't hear. These are the Dollar Tree ones. I don't know if I missed or saying where. Yeah, these are Dollar Tree. They only had the black and the white, but I'm going to keep my eyes out for the gray though. Do you lift up your tool to get it skinnier, or is that just the amount of paint? Sometimes I'll lift it up and kind of brush it along when I need it to stretch a little farther. But sometimes what I'll do is I'll place the dot and lift my tool and then put the tool back down and then drag. And that does kind of keep it from getting clumpy and having too much paint come down to the bottom. Black, white, and gray. That's cool. Ooh, light blue too. Amanda Anderson, thank you. I'm having so much fun with these colors, Monarch. What do you do if you mess up? I'm too scared to try. When it's on the mugs, you can pull the paint off after it dries before it cures and then just paint it over again. Ooh, that would be beautiful off the hook. You're welcome, Jen. It's good to see you. And I hope that things keep going in a good direction for you. Sending you lots and lots of love. I don't put anything on to seal it. These paints cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking. All right, let's do the other side. This is a cool design though too. I'm thinking about this going, you know, you don't even have to do the other side. But we're going to. Hi, Chantel. Welcome. I use multiple brands of multi-surface acrylic paints. Folk Art, Martha Stewart, and Craft Smart are my favorites. I'm not a huge fan of Deco Art or Apple Barrel. All right. Sorry, I gotta concentrate again here. I'll take the music. I'm looking up and over my phone too when I'm doing this, so it's a little strange. Power to speak, power to choose, power to dream, power to vote, power to fly, power to love, the power to cry, power to live, power to play, power to take your breath away, power to love, power to be. Take my power with me. I'm already trying to think of how I can extend this design further, but I don't want to go too far because it's not food safe, so I can't put paint somewhere where someone's going to put their mouth to take a drink. So I'm going to have to watch that, but I'm going to try and extend this fairly far because this is just too fun. Oops. Here we go. I added a broken arm to mine, Crystal. All right. So I'm going to put that down for a sec, and we're going to get ready for color number 2, which is going to be orange. All right. Topanga 57. Oh, I hope that you're able to settle in nice and quickly, and I hope the move goes smoothly. So all of the multi-surface paints are going to have different baking instructions depending on the brand. So you got to check the brand and the bottles to make sure that you have the accurate baking instructions. I know the light is a real pain. I desperately need to get new lighting. I think I'm going to have to get a couple ring lights that I set up on the side. It's so tough. I might. That's a cool idea too. I've never done an oval pattern though. I don't think I want to try it on this one, but we'll maybe it'll come close. I'm going to have to try an oval pattern because I've never done one. That would be fun. Or even one large and two small or something. That'd be one heck of an expensive mug though, because that would probably take me 8 hours to paint. And when I'm in here during the day, I've got so much natural light to play with, right? That I'm starting to learn that I can't really do much decent filming at night, that's for sure, until I get new lighting. All right. No, we are still swooping, love. I'm sorry. We are still swooping. Thank you, Lalo. Yes, I do. Yeah, folk art is a good one. No, this is ceramic, Chantal. Yeah, Consuela, I do sell these after. Sure do. This is a new design. No, this is fun. I'm sorry, Crystal. So I'm just going straight down the middle like that at the end. That one's a little chunky. If it's a little chunky, then you can speed up and go a little bit faster. The slower you go, the farther the paint is going to travel. We're doing quite a few rows of swoops here, darling. This is the part particularly that is very Art of Points inspired. Her swoops make me drool. That's better. I don't know what those last couple were doing. I gotta clean off my tool more often, I think. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do the other ones from this side. So we might be able to see a little bit better. There's still over 104 people here. That's crazy. Hi, everybody. Hello, lots and lots of people. I have to change my cloth here in a minute, change the positioning, because all of the spots that are within my reach are not clean anymore. So I need to clear out a spot for that. All right. I readjust here. Adjust my cloth for cleaning off my tool, and I'm going to grab the yellow paint while I look through and try and catch up on comments. So if you're new to my lives, please know that I never want to ignore you. When I'm painting, I can't see the comments, but I'll always come back and try to catch up. Thank you, Odin's mommy. Thank you, Lalo. Lots and lots of practice, Chantel. I get it even. Lots and lots of practice. And going very, very slow. Most of the times when I screw up my spacing, it is when I'm going too fast, when I'm trying to rush the process. Thank you so much, Tracy. I'm so glad you like the colors. You bought yourself crayons today. That's amazing. Sometimes I do Irma. Sometimes I have Urmala. I apologize. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Urmala Horn. Sometimes my nerves are absolute garbage and I drop stuff all of the time. Thankfully, doing these dot mandalas will very often calm my nerves and help me take some breaths and help me kind of just slow down my mind, slow down my breathing. So it's pretty Thank you so much, Jem. Definitely not something to do with when you have the hiccups, Bradlands, for sure. Hey, Chris, how you doing, love? My day was good, thank you. This tool is a nail dotting stylus tool or a clay sculpture tool. Oh, look at how dirty it is. Ew. It also has a silicone brush on the end, so you can get these tools that have these silicone brushes on the end. They're great for removing paint and helping to fix mistakes. There we go. Do you use special paint? Yes, Crafty AW, I do. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks, Consuela. Thank you, Sinan. Yes, I do. I sell my mugs after they're done. I think I have about 10 of them on the website right now, and I've got some more that I'm going to be adding later on this week as well. There's a link to my website in my bio if you want to check out the stuff that I make. All right, so now we're moving on to yellow. Same process. Swooping it out. All the same size swoops if I can, because the distance that the paint has to travel should be about the same. Now these ones are a little bit shorter than other ones. I've noticed that so I'm going to just move that dot out a little bit. And just gradually increase the space so I can make the length of these guys match up more with the ones over on the other end. Sometimes just teeny tiny differences in the spacing can make all the difference in the world, and they kind of get hidden in with the design. Oh, thank you so much. Or Malahorn, was that you? Thank you so much for the heart. That was so kind. I really appreciate that. That's sweet. And very generous. All right. And you'll totally go through phases. Oh, Chantel, that's so kind. Thank you. Yeah, I go through those too, Jenna. Like, there are times where the last thing in the world I want to do is paint a mug. And then there are times when the last thing I want to do is paint an ornament. And just, it's constant switching around, isn't it? And sometimes you just need the right feeling. I find that if I try to force myself to paint something that I don't really want to paint, nothing good's going to come from it. So when I kind of think of it that way and say, I'm only going to paint mugs if I want to, it helps a little bit. That's why I don't do the custom orders anymore. Because I felt like I wasn't going to create my best work because I wasn't painting from an inspired place. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't start my ornaments soon enough, and I'm kicking myself. It's just, I've kind of come to that conclusion. I'm just going to start selling ornaments year round because that's the only hope of ever being able to get some. Because I'm certainly not following through what I need to be doing. Are you getting ready for any Black Friday sales or anything? If you guys aren't following Jay Grants, by the way, go follow her. She's an incredibly talented artist and a super cool human being. She makes so much beautiful stuff. From dot mandalas to jewelry to resin. Just amazing. Oops, that didn't have enough paint there. All right, let me clean off my tool and catch up here. Hi, Noreen. How you doing? Thank you, Chameleonaires. I feel the same. I do some custom orders, but I don't do many. No, I don't. It's hard to feel inspired. I'm painting on something that I didn't choose, in colors that I didn't choose, in a timeline that I didn't choose. And I kind of have it in the back of my head that I can do the occasional one that feels really, really fun, right? Hi, Britt. Oh, thank you, Chantel. That's so kind. When it's not your passion, you can't put your soul in it. Her name is Jenna. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Mama Pody, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. You're welcome, Jenna. Aren't they fun, Daffy Sissy? Aren't they just amazing? They just pop right out so much, eh? Thanks, Liv. Good here, thank you. What are you painting on? This is a mug. This is a new mug. So I started it directly out from the edge, like directly across from the handle. And we're going to do this and we're going to see how far over here these designs are going to come. I think it's going to be cool. You're in the mood to paint? Yes, do it. Do it. Oh, I'm so glad you're addicted now, Chantel. And hopefully that means addicted to just satisfying videos that relax you. They're so fun, eh? How you doing, Britt? What's new and exciting? You doing okay? Oh, way too much paint on there. Yeah, it's a really tall one. A really tall one. I had seen these at the store the other day and I bypassed them. And then I looked at them when I was there today. I'm like, what if? Jenna's going to be doing candles soon. Fantastic. Jenna Grons. So Jay Grons. You doing all right, Britt? That's good. Yeah, she's right on the live here, Monarch. I'm doing all right, Britt. I'm doing good. Getting on track. Had a nice visit with my dad today. Mom and I ordered some really yummy takeout for dinner tonight. I'm going to sit and paint just a little bit more, maybe about another 15 minutes or so. And then I have to come up with my live schedule for the week. And pick the topic for next Friday's paint party. I'm thinking it's going to be more ornaments. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Do some more ornament painting. This is going to have to be a paint party inspiration soon too. I figure another 1 or 2 times doing ornaments as we get closer to Christmas would be fun. So yeah, later on today I'll be posting my live schedule for the week, so I will keep you posted. Watch for that post either. It'll be later on this evening. And then I also, they get put now in the events section of my Facebook page and of my Facebook group. So you can always look ahead a week. Or not a week, a few days, hopefully. Okay, let me scroll back. I'm just going to catch up here. Da-da-da. Never watched a live this long. Yes! Woodworking woman. Oh, that's so fun. Yes. Do the stuff that's fun. Do the stuff that's fun. Just give yourself permission to do it just for the sole reason that it's fun. And that you're allowed to set aside time to do something that you just enjoy. It doesn't have to serve a purpose. Hey, Toronto Dan, how you doing? Noreen's one of the OGs. Been here since the beginning of this ride. It's crazy, eh? You do gold, silver beaded bracelets and rings, holiday cups and more. That's awesome, Chantel. That's so cool. Yeah, it was. It was a nice soft day. Definitely. I'm looking forward to my electric blanket this evening to curl up and get warm and just have a good night's sleep, hopefully. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Gabby. That's so kind. All right, we're going to keep going. More rows of swoops. I'm making the peak dots slightly bigger each time. And on these ones that are a little bit shorter and stubbier, I'm going to continue to move that dot out a little bit further to try and elongate those a little bit. If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the comments. So I'm not ignoring you, I promise. If you leave a comment, it might take a little bit for me to get back to you. I just don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. If you start to see your petals or these lines curving, just curve them in the other way a little bit. You can always correct that spacing as well. Okay. This is a mixture of two different Martha Stewart greens, and it's so delicious. The original green that I used on the very first one that I did is beautiful, but it looked very similar to the yellow. It didn't really stand out. All right, so now that I've got this one down, I will come back to the comments and catch up. It is. It's very relaxing and calming, isn't it? I've been working on a project for a final based on kintsugi. What is that, Britt? Really excited to see how it turns out. What is that? You're an OG. Yeah, you got the cement planters and you got the sunflower planter. That was one of my favorite planters that I've ever done. Yes, Kobe, these are metallic multi-surface acrylic paints. They don't always have the same baking time and baking instructions, Jenna. What I usually do is I'm much more okay with over baking than under baking. So I choose the one that has either the highest temperature or the longest time. Yeah, it is. It's very much a pearl green. Yeah, the green is a pearl more than a metallic. More swoops. Not quite enough paint on there. Oh, that one's leaning quite a bit to the left. They're all leaning a little bit to the left. You'll find that when you start doing like these longer lines to do the more petals and you have these kind of center lines at the ends of your petals and your peaks, you'll start to see if you have a tendency to lean one way or the other. You'll start to kind of always see that they're slightly off center to one direction or another. It's it's something to definitely pay attention to, because then you can almost correct yourself, right? Like when you go to place a dot, if you know that you naturally lean to the left, every time you place a dot, you can make the decision to just stop, pick up your tool and move it a little bit to the right to try and correct it. All right, let me scroll back here. I'm just going to catch up on comments. Yeah, that's usually the thing. I'd much rather overcook it because it's just going to dry it out a little bit more. And it's usually not huge differences in temperature or time, Jenna, like an extra 5 minutes, an extra, 25 degrees, that kind of thing. So it's not usually too bad. The biggest temperature difference I ever saw was between 250 and 350. And I've done those paints at 350 and they've been fine. So I'm in a trauma class right now, and it has a lot of therapeutic value of mending broken things. Okay. Nope, never cracks the mugs. But I'm making a teapot sculpture thing, and it's getting... That is so cool, Britt. You're doing a sip and paint. Okay, so the tool has these little metal balls on the end. You get them in different sizes. There are some great double-ended tools. Dot Art Depot is a good spot for that. So they have these little metal balls on the end. So I'm using this one right now, the really small one. There are people that do it with brushes, though. You stopped painting? Oh, I'm sorry. It was good to see you, Jan. Thanks for coming to hang out. All right, we're going to keep going here. Let's just keep going. And we're going to keep going with this. We're going to do the whole color palette. So we've got 3 more colors to go. We've got the teal, the blue, and the purple to go. I am going to try and power through those because I would really like to get those done tonight. So I apologize. I'm not going to be coming back to the comments for a little bit because I really want to see if we can get those couple of rows of swoops done too. Okay, green is done. Now we go to teal. Right, it would kind of look cool if all of these dots here in the center line, were different colors than the swoops that they were beside. I think that could look really neat. All right, let's go to teal. And I'm going to start trying to lean a little bit to the right to correct some of that left leaning. And hello to the 85 people here. It's so cool that there's so many people here. Oops. This one's definitely left leaning, so I'm going to move this one over here a little bit. It's just slightly off center, right? But you can slowly start to pull it back. So bear with me. I'm not going to come back to the comments quite yet. I'm going to get this row of teal done first, and then I will come back. So if I haven't answered your comment or question yet, just know that I will do my best to get back to it here shortly. It's going too fast. There we go. These little silicone brushes are really helpful for that too. It fixes that little dot right up. I apologize again for the crappy lighting. And sometimes I'll just draw them on like that, just kind of color them on. If they're not quite the size that I want them to be, just by placing the dot. All right. All right, let's do a set of swoops quick here. All right. Yes, the Burning Wick makes candles. Go check out the Burning Wick if you're not already following her. Yeah, I know that teal swoop was horrible. We're going to hope to bury that later. I'm getting tired, I think. My swoops aren't turning out as good. I'm trying to rush, too. All right, bear with me. I will come back to the comments in a minute here. That's better. Plant my hand. I find if I don't plant my hand, my right hand, that my tool slips all over the place and it's hard to keep a steady line like that. Let's hold it there, see if we can get a crapola. Oh well, that's all right, we'll fix it. Oh, this is pretty. I like it so much. I might have to do some top dots on this one. This one might have to be one that sits for 3 weeks. Or just takes a little bit longer anyway. If you're putting a bunch of layers of paint on, the more layers of paint you have, the more you run the risk of bubbling when you bake them. So my general rule of thumb has always been to leave it a full 24 hours between layers when you're doing top dots. And it's almost like for every extra layer, you almost need to leave an extra day to really get as much moisture out of there as you can. And air gets trapped under there too, right? Which is difficult. So the only way around that is to let them air cure. And it takes 21 days for them to fully cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. So this one just might end up being, if I do a bunch of top dots on it, it might be my first air dry mug. I do want to have some space set up so that I can do that, so I can do some more intricate ones. My mug pricing is going to change based on how long it takes me to do the design as well too, right? At least it might change. I haven't made a lot of decisions on that yet. Something that's floating around my head. Okay, once I'm done these two teal, I will come back and check on the comments. I don't think we're gonna get... No, we're not gonna get the other two colors done tonight. They will get done though. Maybe we'll do that on a live tomorrow. Maybe we'll finish this on a live tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, around 7 o'clock Eastern here on TikTok tomorrow. I will leave this and we will continue to work on this tomorrow. Ooh. Oh, I love it. Okay, let me scroll back. I'm just going to check in with the comments here and try and catch up. And then we will go in here. Then we'll say goodnights. Knockout Crafts by Caitlin. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you. Ah, thanks, Jennifer. You started it with seeing pins, pencils, Dremel tool bits, and paintbrush ends. Exactly. Exactly. Artsy, don't have to seal this. These paints cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after they either air cure for 21 days or after you bake them. Never understand if she can paint and talk at the same time. Yeah, the silicone brushes are incredibly helpful. There's actually a set of silicone dotting tools where you actually dot with this. I've tried dotting with it a couple times and it creates some cool sizes, but you have to be very consistent with the pressure that you apply. But they're kind of cool. Isn't it gorgeous? This one, Jenna, is Craft Smart Aquamarine Multi-Surface. Oh, thank you, Kobe. Thanks, Marwich. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you, Elise. Ooh, as a planter. All right, Noreen. Okay. We can do that. Hell yeah, we can do that. We should do a wraparound, right? I'll do one that's a wraparound like the ornament. And then I'll do another one that's just a design like this on the front. Yeah, I want to do these colors on absolutely everything. Like I really need to go to Michael's ASAP and get more of the teal and the blue and the purple before I run out. Because yeah, this needs to, and I think I need to find myself a really nice metallic yellow and or pearl yellow and pearl orange. Because these ones are good, but they're not super pearly. And I'd like to get the pearls, I think. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Laura. Oh, that's so kind. Life is beautiful. Thank you. Long goodbye time. Yep, takes forever. It's like the Waldens. It has a smell, Artsy, but it's not too strong. Sorry, Noreen. We'll be done right now. A gift set in your head. I know. That would be cool, eh? Yeah, the ornament I finished the other day. Okay, we are going to sign off. I love you guys. Thank you for making it so hard to leave you. It's so wonderful to be able to hang out with you guys. It's a wonderful problem to have, to say that it's really hard to get off of these lives. I love you guys. Please, sure, I can show the ornament again. Sure. So I'll show you the two that I did today. So expect to see a lot more of this color combo. I will go live here at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, and I will put up the live schedule for all of the other platforms later this evening. Oh, Amira, hi. Oh, love, yeah, we were just signing off. I've been on for an hour and a half. I have to go. I'm so sorry. I'll start doing a couple later ones, Amira. Love you guys. We'll see you again real soon. Sorry, Amira. We'll talk to you soon, love. I love you.